Hey everybody, Tara Green here, and I want to talk about the upcoming very radical, very important conjunction of Jupiter, the largest planet, the great protector of our solar system, and the planet Uranus, the planet of sudden change, rules cryptocurrency, new technology, radical freedom, protests, things like that. And Jupiter rules international anything. It rules higher education, it rules expansion, opportunity, good humor, optimism, search for higher knowledge, mysticism, and many things like that. So, as the two of these come together, excuse me, they usually come together every 12 or 13 years, as Jupiter takes archetypally 1 year to go around the zodiac. Sometimes it's 13 years, but they haven't been together in Taurus for 83, 84 years, right? So this is a biggie. It's a once in a lifetime Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, the sign of the bull market. Now, Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018. Jupiter's only been there for the last year, and it will exit May 25th. So this is a big deal. Now, 22 degrees is the degree that they're meeting at. Yes, 22 is a master number. So if you have any planets very close to that 22nd degree, and I would give it, I would say 14 to 21 degrees Taurus, which means you're getting the exact hit, which means that you radically need to change your life. Think outside the box. Get ready to be creatively different. March to your own drummer. Aquarius is all about unique individuals. It's all about high tech. It's all about radical change. So, for example, when you're 21 years old, you get your first Uranus square. That means Uranus is in a 90-degree angle to where it was when you were born. And when you're at 41, 42, even up until 43, you get your Uranus opposition, which is the classic midlife crisis. So you could say this is a kind of an expanded midlife crisis for the world, a big wake-up call. And the keynote with Uranus is always expect the unexpected. So it could run the gamut. I'm writing an article about this. Internet hacking. It could be the World Wide Web goes down. The Bitcoin halving is happening on this conjunction. Exactly. It's like very big earthquakes. It's big shocks in the stock market and the crypto market. Big financial upsets. It could be volcanoes, earthquakes. Aliens. Jupiter rules higher beings from the cosmos. Aliens showing up to kind of set us straight here, which would be a good thing. Radical protests in universities against education. Again, it has to do with international affairs, land grabs. Again, this has to do with, Israel, Gaza, even Iran. So this is a danger because Uranus rules uranium, which is, an ingredient in nuclear weapons. So this is kind of a big danger symbol as well. But for everyone in general, you have to be on the alert to, kind of surf the waves. So in any kind of Uranian energy, it's very hard to predict exactly what's going to happen. So you need to be flexible, and you need to be strong, and you need to be able to move, non-fragile, okay? Taurus energy is fixed. So the more you hold on, the more you want to, say, I need to have things this way, the harder it's going to be, the harder you're going to get shook. And shook is really, the good keyword for this energy here. So if you are, I'm going to break this down sign by sign. I'm going to do some little videos. I'm also going to go into, cities, countries that are affected by this 22nd degree of Taurus energy. So look at where you have Taurus in your natal chart. And this is tropical astrology, not sidereal, not Vedic, where you have 22 degrees Taurus in your chart. Now, that reminds me of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which happened January the 12th, 2020. It was around 2021, 22 degrees of Capricorn. So this conjunction is trining. It's in a nice 120 degree sign away, supportive. So some justice, Jupiter rules justice traditionally, judges, big judgments coming in to shake the world, might come in now related to what happened to COVID. And, if you follow Rumble or any of those alternative medias, you know what that's all about. So a big shock and awe in the world, Hopefully people wake up. This is like the biggest wake-up call the world could have in a lot of ways. And so you want to like radically change everything, your body, your assets, what you hold dear, anything physical, anything tangible. I think one of the big lessons that Jupiter is the teacher, he's the spiritual and the mystical teacher, is you are not just your body, you're not your assets, you're not the stuff you own, you're greater than that. Uranus is the first planet out from Saturn, which used to describe physical boundaries and endings. So when Uranus was discovered in the late 1700s, it shook the whole astrology and astronomy world because finally we could see beyond those boundaries. So again, invention, new high tech, very much more AI. This can be more AI surveillance. And, all aspects have a positive and a less positive nature to them. So, again, what do you need to invent new in your regime? Taurus rules resources, tools, how you identify yourself, what you can physically manifest. So again, you got to think outside the box. It's kind of a big quantum leap about, people are talking about timeline jumping and stuff like that. This is like ancient knowledge, but it's couched in modern terms. So where do you need to radically change the most financially in terms of what you value? Jupiter rules two signs. Traditionally, it rules the sign of Sagittarius and Pisces, and there's a lot of planets in Pisces right now. Mars, Saturn, and Neptune in Pisces, and Uranus rules the sign of Aquarius, and we know that Pluto's there, just initiating a mini Aquarian age. So again, radical, new, different, strong individualism, marching to your own drummer, but it's all about groups. It's not about the ego. Aquarius is opposite Leo. This is about how I as an individual can be the same, on the same level as everybody else, but nobody is higher. No one group has more say than any other. We just get recognized as being individuals, but everybody has to cooperate. This is very different than that fake opposition energy that the media keeps foisting on people to keep people separated. It's just a big distraction. So again, it's like a giant light bulb going on. In the tarot, the outer planet's Uranus, which is considered to be the higher octave of Mercury, by the way, and Mercury is retrograde right now in Aries. Uranus energy to me is like lightning, and Jupiter rules lightning. He's Thor. So again, it could be big electrical outage. This could tie in with some big solar flare taking down the internet. I feel like there's a very strong possibility of that because it can be used by the government control to make sure that the only people who get on the internet are those who have digital signatures, right? So that's a strong likelihood as well. So being struck by lightning, not literally, is a good thing. I do know someone who has been struck by lightning twice, and that was her shamanic initiation. So this is kind of like a mind-blowing kind of wake-up call, let's put it that way. And we all need to wake up to what's real, what's tangible, and what isn't. So if you want to get in touch with me to find out how this transit is affecting you personally, because it does have a personal, individual resonance, reference, how it affects you personally in your life, get in touch with me at tarottarot.com. Sending you many blessings.